at? Who are we looking at here? Mr. B in 5th spot here after having a okay.
We got three ghosts in front of Epic and one behind me.
Oh my god. That Mario Clayton guy, that's one that was stuck earlier. How's he in 1st place? There's a green flag. We're off racing again. Uh-oh. Let's find out what's going on here. Mario's a ghost, dude. What the hell? Let's go P4. Oh, it goes wide. It goes in the grass. Trying to make a pass in the grass and he gets it done. I think. Sorry. Oh shit.
That guy's not a ghost. Where did he come from?
Yeah, I saw that. This could be in 6th spot going off their cold tires. Epic trying to pass the ghost car of Mario Caretta. Oh, good exit. There it is. Every good exit. He tries to close the door. Oh, no. He squeezes through there nicely.
Oh, it just drove right through him.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, he's practicing the right etiquette.
Well, you gotta try, but I'm not gonna crash because I'm fighting with a ghost.
Yeah, no. I think he knew that, but he was just making his adjustment there. Looks good though.
Getting the practice.
Yeah. Pretend like he's real, huh? But yeah, he said, you know, he wiped himself out, especially when he won. For that, 5 seconds back already on by mile. So Red Bull floundering around back there. There they are, they're not that far through. Oh, got a yellow tire off in the grass. Why is the right? I mean, the left tire looks smaller than the right tire. It looks super weird. This shit was pulling out of there. You're not going to finish last, Mr. B. You're not going to finish last.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not. They're going to let that happen. You got 6 laps to go, 5 laps to go.
I'm not even trying because I can't catch up now.
I think he's only a second in front of you. 1.68. You got him. Fast lap, 116. Oh, shit. Hot tires, red sticky tires all day long here. In the pit. Step move. Okay. Moving fast and moving forward. Red Bull, man. I like that livery though, man. White and red looks pretty sharp. Let's go up there with the animal himself. Alright, there's the interval for the leader there. 17 seconds is Mr. B's interval to Epic. With Hexen on 2.7 back, so Epic right now has got a 2-second lead on everybody. Or at least a P2 anyway. Everybody else is in 11 and 12. Which is pretty far in F1 standards. Are we reading him in, Mr. B? Yeah.
I reeled him in a little bit, but I can't can't get up any further.
Your tire's coming off already? You got your yellows in the grass there. I mean, that's not going to help. Laps to go. Try to get the animal glove belts and butt plugs available now at the Epic trailer. Some lucky viewer will get a race worn butt plug used by Epic today. The Imola edition. It's a Senna inspired butt plug. Instead of blood, it has duty on it. That's right. Get yours today. Signed by Epic. Just the next, because he's not right. He's smart the next.
Just simply amaze yourself, don't you?
I do. I love my jokes, man. They're great. Can I tell them about you? I want to make some jokes about you in a minute here. Yeah.
And I know it's been 5 seconds for the last 5 laps.
Yeah. Yep.
Telling me to catch up. It's like, I know.
Hello, trying. 1 lap to go. White flag in there. Next time, bye for the animal. No problem, no pressure, no nothing. If you got a front, that's it. Beating him over the head like baby seals. Clubbing him down. Final lap as the bottom start raining down on the machine as he passes through the grandstands here in salute of his alcoholism, his recovering alcoholism. What's this to be at? Whoa. Start lap 16, you're already on the last lap. Alright, good. Damn! I can't go for that fast through there. Oh, yeah, that's fast. Controller driver. With this much control, there's something wrong with this game. I don't know. Nice. Whoa. That's it. Epic crossing the stripe here. Wouldn't want him and then want to be him, but there's only one Epic the animal, and here he comes crossing the stripe today at Imola, taking the win. Mr. B finishing in the not so disrespectful, unrespectable 6th place here. But all the guys in front of him are ghosts, so I don't know if that means anything. I don't know. But I crashed out, so I don't know. I wouldn't finish last, so I don't know that. So I don't know. I was last when I crashed out, wasn't I? So yeah, that sucks. Maybe I would have finished last. Think about that shit, Mr. B. I think he got the raw end. Was it the run of the stick there on qualifying? The qualifying was an issue for him. So we'll talk to him right now as our in-car reporter. Look at that. Who's this guy? What the fuck is that? Who's that? The Hex. All right, Epic. You got it. There he is right there, Logan. Look at that. Look at that little cocky guy right there. If he does a dance, man, he's out of here. I'm going to kick him, Mr. B. If he does any kind of dance. Any kind of dance, he's done. Nah, all right. He's all right. He's safe. He's safe. No dancing. Where's the Red Bull on the podium? No Mr. B on the podium today. What about your race, Mr. B? What happened there, man? What's going on there with the B machine? The Family Motorsports wasn't too family-like today. What happened there?
I did all my qualifying and practicing on one setup, and then raced with my old setup. So
I
couldn't get a handle on the setup. So.
Oh, you couldn't get a handle on the setup Epic gave us?
No, I couldn't.
Wow, I had a pretty good run with it. It just was a little, had a baby a little bit at the first opening stint, but yeah. Other than that, good job, man. When other than the setup that you had, I mean, you still had some pace. I mean, not really fast, but I don't know. You had better control than I did. How about that? At least that counts for something. All right, Epic. Tell me about your race, man. What happened? Why was it so easy for you?
Just putting those reps in on this game. I'm just pretty comfortable in this game. Got a decent setup. I still think I got more work to do on this setup and on this track. It's a very hard track to drive on pad, but I'll get her figured out for when it matters.
Looked a little bit slippery there for you in some of the exits, even after laps and your tires were hot. Was that the case?
Yeah, it's just grip is very hard on this track. Getting to the throttle is very hard.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Very on the limit the whole lap. Yeah, it's just a very hard track on pad because you gotta go left, right very quickly, and the natural saturation makes you not be able to do it as quickly as you feel like you need to. So it's very hard to get that timing just perfect.
What tracks do you favor in regards to laying down power, in an expedient way?
I don't know how to word it. Like, I don't know, some track. It more depends on the corners or what kind of corner you're coming out of, if that makes sense. Like, for example, Italy's a very easy track because you're not doing one corner that leads into another corner. So you can get onto the power in a straight line. Or Azerbaijan, another example, you're getting onto the power in a straight line. Tracks like this are difficult on the power because you're either coming up over a crest, you're on a curb, which is very slanted, which has the car off camber, or, like, for example, after the first chicane, you're getting on the power as you're turning, and to be able to be quick, you need to take those next couple corners flat out. So if your line's just off, you're not going to be able to do it. Or if you mess up, get on the throttle and spin the tires a little bit, and then you try to turn the wheel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's any kind of. So some corners are easier than others, and some tracks have a lot easier corners and more difficult corners. This track just seems to be all difficult corners in terms of traction, with the exception of like the final corner.
Yep. Of course. What do you think about Azerbaijan? I like Azerbaijan, man. I really do.
I really like that track, and I just got a win there 2 weeks ago. So
an official win?
Yeah, like in a 4-tiered league.
You weren't here when we raced the Azerbaijan last year, right? Or with IRS last season when were you there?
Oh no, I was there in the first season, not the second season.
No, yeah, well you but I'm saying you weren't at you didn't make that race. You were doing something else, but I think it was Yane, when Yane had in the what is it, the second tier race or the one on Saturday, he had that big wreck with that one guy on the crossing the stripe in the last lap, and then they penalized him for the last race. They took some races away from him. They sat him down for a couple of races, and then we were all protesting that. They let him back in, but then something happened with you, and then I mean it was just like, I don't know, man. Like I said, that league was a little funny about that.
I protested for a different reason. I protested because, long story short, because this stream isn't about that. They made a decision on a glitch in the game one way, which was not in favor of me, which is inconvenient, and I was mad in the heat of the moment. But I could understand if they consistently make that decision that way. And then the next week, the same glitch happened with me on the other end of it, and then they flip-flop, so I got the shit end of the sticks on both ways. Yeah. And then the third week in a row, they changed the time, which worked for basically everyone except me. So it was like just 3 weeks in a row where I got absolutely boned. And in a league that the championship was literally going to come down to single digit points easily. I mean, it did the previous season. The top four were separated by 5 points. You know, it just wasn't worth it anymore. I just wasn't dealing with the bullcrap anymore. I don't like getting treated like that. Like I got absolutely shafted, and every single one of the decisions was wrong. But 3 of them in a row, you know, I just wasn't dealing with that anymore. I just got done dealing with other leagues that were very much mistreating me. And
well, I talked to Nutesky about that. I had a long talk about Nutesky, but it didn't do no good. I mean, it didn't do no good. You know, I mean, he was accepting of what I was telling him, but when it came down to it, he didn't change anything. He didn't do anything better than that. Finn was like, you know, just stop wasting your time with these guys, man. They're not going to do it. We'll just call the race and just, you know, make a showcase of how they're not playing by the rules, man. You know, maybe other people, and I think that's one of the reasons why so many people were trying to make changes this last season, and he just ended up throwing his hands up there, and I think they just didn't go anymore. They quit. So I mean, he was trying to do too many leagues, he was trying to do too many things, but he wasn't taking any advice. You know, I told him, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to have it this way, you got to play by these rules, you got to enforce this, and he would listen, but he wouldn't do it. So I don't know. I mean, we had 3 successful seasons.
Penalties were half-assed. You know, there was even in the season I won the championship.
Yeah.
I don't know how that league happened. It was like. That league was so talented. How did they get so many good drivers in the league that was ran so well?
Yeah.
And like people would crash you and stuff, and like nothing would happen to them.
I know.
And it was just a mess. Like how many races did we actually have that were really good and someone
10 or 12 maybe?
Issue didn't happen?
10 or 12 maybe?
Not even 10 or 12. In 12 races, I got hit, and I missed like 3 or 4. So we're down to how many races. I mean, the last race was awesome. I'm a little biased there. But...
yeah, that came down to the last lap. The last sector. Yeah. I didn't even know it. I wasn't even sure that you won it once the race was over. I wasn't even sure that you had won it. Finn was the one who called it. He's like, Epic won it. I was like, nah, and we found out that you did. But, I mean, I couldn't even tell. That's how close it was. I mean, you know, the game was still trying to compute it, but Finn in his F1 calculating mind, he figured it out.
For the last 10 laps, my heart was pounding.
That was one of the best races ever, man. That was so exciting, dude, for real. Anyway, let's get back to qualifying here. But a good race for you guys, I guess, Imola.
I'm heading out. I got it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream right now. You're heading out, or leaving the room out?
Like I left the room out.
Okay, bye. Have a good night, sir.